Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA. Hey, Stan, what's it like to coach these two teams with all the veterans on each roster?
Well, Kevin, it makes your job a lot easier as a coach. Young players sometimes are just learning what it takes to win. They can get caught up in a lot of distractions. These veteran teams can shut out the noise. They know what it takes, and they're going to focus on what they need to do to get a win.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Bogdanovich passes to Leonard. Zubats in the post. He's against Jokic. Zubats with the screen for Beal. Jokic with the steal. Johnson surveying the floor. In the corner, it's Brown. Murray outside. Gordon with a screen on Beal. Left side, Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Murray. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Harden against Murray. And James Harden hits from deep.
No one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop. And that thing is a deadly shot.
Now here's Murray. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Kicks it out to Gordon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Clippers. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Selfless play by Beal, using that pick and roll action to create for a team.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, a new start for Bradley Beal with the Clippers. He'd resisted trades from Phoenix last season with his no-trade clause, but easy to see why he welcomed joining this team. A ton of veteran talent, and after trading away Norman Powell, there was a real need for his talents.
They're clearly happy to have him. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Back to Zubats. Jokic with the steal. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Brown against Beal. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets trail by 5. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Clippers making a change here. Collins has checked in. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Here's Leonard. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Here's Jokic. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Harden gets the bucket.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. As these early games, Coach, bring in a variety of new opponents. Rosters definitely get put to a test, don't they?
They sure do, Kevin. Every team hits you in a different way, and you've got to develop the proper counter punches. That's something that has to be focused on in these early games.
This time's checked in for Beal. The Nuggets also changing it up. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Cameron Johnson. Leonard inside. By Hardaway. That one falls.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Gordon with a screen on Harden. Murray with it. Leonard picks him up. Murray looking around. And it's Murray with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the Clippers have possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And it's Leonard missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
Outside Collins. Dunn kicks to Leonard. Over Hardaway. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 6.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Back to Murray. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Collins against Gordon from deep. Harden. And Brown pulls it down. On the wing, Murray. Stolen by Harden. With 4 seconds on the clock. And James Harden throws it down hard.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. Chris Dunn is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Beal in at the 3 spot. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Paul looking around. Right wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Clippers leading by 4. Paul with the ball. Still yet to score. And here comes the break. Brown with it. He's picked up by Collins. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey guys, the Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Kevin, back to you.
A veteran-heavy roster. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. The kick out to Brown. Hardaway for 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Three-corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
Collins, a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Collins and taken away by Brown. Valanciunas with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Jokic high post. Working on Collins. Now Valanciunas. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. James Harden, he's checked in for Chris Paul. And Denver also making a switch. Najee's checked in. Down low, kicks it out to Harden. They could use a bucket. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Harden's got 9.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
And we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly kick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
And here is Brown. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Bruce Brown. The Nuggets trail. Murray outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for James Harden.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Lopez, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Okay, Brook Lopez, we see you can still get up.
There's the screen. Murray against Harden. Back to Murray. Gordon with the screen for Murray. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The 3 from Harden. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Hardaway finds Murray. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you got to love how hard Leonard works to support the team. He's right where they need him to finish there on that break.
Hardaway is screen on Harden. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Denver. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out the Clippers, tied right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. When you throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Beal comes in for Collins.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume three-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
Jokic with the screen on Hart. Pass to Jokic. A kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Strother. And stolen by Leonard. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Harden buries the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Brown the pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Jokic, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And we've reached halftime in this one. But thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hello. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, I ask you.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Clippers.
Offensively, they can pull.
Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. Inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Johnson against Harden. Here's Leonard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Murray outside. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Left side, Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him. from behind the arc.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Murray. He has 6. Jokic with the screen on Hart. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Jokic finds Gordon. Back to Jokic. And stolen by Leonard. Outside, Beal. Over Brown. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Leonard.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Nuggets, number 1. 5th, the Clippers.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Back to you guys.
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Harden. Shot clock at 5 to end the run. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket for Murray.
Well, that's just great awareness there from Murray to take advantage of what the defense was giving him and go to work in the mid-range.
Well, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Hardaway's checked in for Denver. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Gordon a screen. Murray the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Great job by Murray reading the defense, giving it up in the pick and roll action.
Los Angeles has gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And Leonard gets it to go.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Murray against Harden. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, when Murray is driving it, he applies major rim pressure. He's really strong for a guard.
Harden against Brown. Pass to Beal. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And the dunk by Zubac.
The vision that Harden has displayed over his career, simply elite.
Valanciunas with a screen on Harden. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their effort.
Collins checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. They get it back. The Nuggets trail by 14. Brown the pass to Murray. Gordon with a screen on Hart. Murray, good. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
To the right side. Collins kicks to Leonard. Shakes him. Kawhi puts it down hard.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubac controlling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Murray, no good. Clippers leading by 16. Beal deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Harden. Back to Collins. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 19. Gordon with a screen on Harden. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run. Beal, the pass to Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. With 1 on the clock, and it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off hold.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Clippers on top, running away. And a moment ago, inside the huddle.
Keep attacking, all right? Come on, be
and we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He knows every possession is critical now. The Nuggets trail by 21. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, he was in attack mode, but it's hard to score with a man in your shirt.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The wide open look here for Lopez. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Jokic with the screen on Harden. Pass to Jokic. The 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The 3-pointer, no good.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Pickett passes to Jokic. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Jokic with the screen on Harden. Driving the lane. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pickett passes to Jokic. Here's Pickett. Jokic inside. Lopez is there. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Miller's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for James Harden. LA has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and he's good on the 3-ball. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Jokic. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Brown's checked in. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Denver. LA's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. From downtown, rebounded by Pickett. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Lopez. That's short off the rim. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Holmes with a screen on Paul. Pass to Holmes from past the arc. From deep, Johnson. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Collins passes to Brown. Here's Lopez. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, this is the deft touch Lopez has developed. He knows how to adjust his power for the mid-range.
And taken away by Paul. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Naji, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Dunn. Back to Paul. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hardaway. Dunn covering. The drive by Paul, and he finishes nicely on the way. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Hardaway for 3. And again, Denver no good. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 15-3 run. Paul kicks to Dunn. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory is not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
The shot no good. Tyson. LA has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took